Okay, so y'all would not believe this, but I just recorded this entire message on my laptop, and when I went to play it back, there was no sound at all, which that has never happened before. And then so I was like, okay, well, I'll record this on my phone. And I go to click on the camera app, and the whole thing is black. So I've restarted my phone and my computer, so we're going to try this video. That just tells me that I am supposed to share this, and the devil just doesn't want me to, obviously. Anyway, so I am not a speaker or a preacher or anything. Whenever I have to talk in front of people, I feel like I'm going to vomit or pass out, but I feel like God gave me a word, and I just really wanted to share it with you guys. And I have notes, so if you see me looking down, I'm just reading over my notes. Just want to make sure I get the message right. But Monday, I was sitting down and I was going through making a song list for Worship Sunday, and I was going through old songs that we had done before, and open them up on YouTube and listen to the words and listen to the songs and refreshing my memory about them. Anyways, I came across the song You Made a Way, and I've heard this song many times, but you know how you can hear something a lot, but you're not really listening? Well, I was really listening Monday. And the first verse says, "By the crimson stain upon your robe, with every nail, with every pounding blow, every stripe and every bruise upon your back, I could hear you crying out. You'd say, Father, I desire that they would be with me to see my glory. You took all my shame and my iniquity. For the sake of freedom, you set me free." When I saw the part come up on the screen that says, I could hear you crying out, my natural human thinking mind immediately went to, he's crying out because of the pain. He's hanging on the cross, and he's just crying out for all the pain and everything that he's going through. But then the next line of the song came up. You'd say, Father, I desire that they would be with me to see my glory. And I began to weep. Because you weren't crying out for yourself and the pain that you were feeling. You were crying out for me, that God would save me. And yes, the cross is a gory, painful thing to think on. But sometimes we don't see past that. Pain is all we think about when we see the cross. And we lose sight of it being a beautiful thing. The love that Christ poured out for us. Even when his body was screaming out in pain and he was dying, all he could think about was me. I played this song on repeat all day Monday, and I found myself in awe of how much Christ loved me. Tuesday morning, Chris woke me up, and usually, he gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and usually I never hear him leave. I never wake up. But he woke me up to help him find something. And after I found it, I laid back down. And just as I was about to fall asleep, the song started playing over and over in my head. And my first thought was, Lord, please shut this off so I can go to sleep. But it kept playing. Soon my thought process shifted to, okay, God, I'm listening. And as I lay there, I began to think back on a little statement God gave me a few months ago. And that statement was, I wish more people would see the Bible as more of a love story and less of a rule book. And that statement came to me, I was in the break room at my work, and I was just, sitting there drinking my coffee and enjoying my breakfast, and I heard a discussion over Christian. They were amongst Christian people, and they were talking about people, and they were judging them from their outward appearance, not even knowing them. And I just became disgusted, because we as Christians, it's not how we're supposed to think, and that's not how we're supposed to act. Then thinking back on the day before, Monday, when I was listening to that song, and I was thinking about how beautiful I saw Christ, because Christ's love for us is so beautiful. And wondering why we make it so ugly today. The definition of Christian is to be Christ-like, to manifest the qualities or spirit of Christ, to love others. I thought back in all the stories in the Bible about people's lives being changed by Jesus. And something I noticed was Jesus didn't go out to try to find them. They all came to Him. He didn't try and condemn them and persuade them to follow Him. They simply saw the way He lived and wanted to know Him, wanted to abandon all and follow Him. Some people sacrificed all they had just to touch Him. Gandhi once said, "I like your Christ. I do not like your Christians. They are so unlike your Christ." It's sad to hear that, but it's the truth. We as Christians see ourselves as if we are somehow superior over people who aren't Christians. We are so quick to point out people's faults, but so blinded to see our own. When will we truly become Christ-like and love as Christ did? When will we truly live to seek God's face and to know His heart? In Matthew chapter 16, verse 24, I'm reading out of the Message Bible, Jesus told His disciples, "Anyone who intends to come with me has to let me lead. You are not in the driver's seat, I am." Where is our sacrifice? And when will we truly be the Christians that Jesus called us to be?